Hello YouTube and welcome to Tower Ruin. This is Mike's old computer. This is the one he built himself back in 2001, still sporting most of the original configuration. As you can see by the case, not exactly badge, but this This is a Soyo case and Soyo motherboard. This particular one came from Fry's. I believe it was built for around $150 back in 2001, and for the most part it's in its original configuration. Just recently we had TheCaptain do a recapping of the motherboard. Here's the machine itself. So the original burner that Mike had has been replaced with this Teac 24 speed. The floppy drive's still down here. However, sometimes this little thing gets jammed and we're probably going to barely use it. Instead of having a GoTech floppy emulator, we're going to bypass that entirely, and this zip drive here is entirely just to cover up the slot blank. As you can see, cable management kind of takes the back seat here. However, that's not really a big deal at the moment. The biggest obstruction to heat flow in here is actually where this power supply has been located. It's right above the area where all the caps had to be redone. I had zero intention of running the hard disk emulator in that position. It was merely as a test, and we're going to put it in a more dignified position later. Alright, this is the graphics card we're going to use for now. This is a Geforce 5200 PCI. This one's made by PNY. It just wouldn't be Mike's computer without a Realtek 8139C based Ethernet adapter. This is a 10100 fast Ethernet. Nothing special, but at least this is one of the few original parts. Now this is something of a splurge. I didn't acquire this card until much later. This is a SoundBlaster PCI 512 sound card. This one being model Sierra Bravo 0150. For Mike, the onboard sound was never sufficient. You could always hear all kinds of bits of interference. Adding in these cards always helped out with that type of issue. Alright, with the power supply out of the way, you can see the caps that have been replaced here. Alright, now I guess we'll put her back together. It looks like we do have the zip drive hooked up after all. Oh well. Alright, now it's been mostly reassembled. Our storage solution's right here. Since I know it's functional, I'm going to go ahead and order a bracket to hold this together. I do have a copy of Windows 98 actually installed in this as a test, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it again for you in part 2. Till then, I'm going to go ahead and button this thing up, and we will call this a day until I get back my capture device from TheCaptain.